Capricorn, so that's playing for you is war. So now, who had a state of war with you? Whether you had a state of war with your own self because you got a new emotion, and that new emotion is putting you in a certain type of place about where you at in your life now. Whether you somewhere in the place regarding your expressions and which your expression has manifested you, or you actually you're relating with something. You in a relationship, you in a friendship, you in a partnership, you associating yourself with something. And now that you got this new sense of emotional awareness, you comparing it to what you're pairing that with what you have, and you might not like to look at what you have. Now you at war, but between what you have and what you want, or what you have and what you wanted. Or it's someone outside of you. Someone outside of you could be in a position where they may be in some sort of friction with you. You could be chilling, you feel me? You could be cooling. So you ain't really as pressed about a situation as someone is outside of you. Meanwhile, someone outside of you, they going through it. Yeah, because ever since you might have disassociated yourself from somewhere. You could have removed yourself from a friendship. You might have shared emotions. You just wanted to communicate this with these people once upon a time, and you probably made the decision, you know what, never mind, or you know what, I don't want to do this. You retracted. Whatever you move yourself out of that space, and might be going through it. It's like might not be fucking with you, but it's fucking with them. They got ever since you left, a whole bunch of drama done left. You feel me? You could have been the star employee at the workplace. Ever since you left that motherfucker, shit ain't been busting the same way it used to be busting. Now your manager probably in a bad relationship or just a bad emotional place about the rest of the employees now, because Capricorn ain't there no more. Because Capricorn, it's almost like you kept shit together, so to speak. Or you was just that motherfucker that gets shit done. Now you ain't there. They don't got a new yes man type vibe. You feel me? It's like that. Whether that's you in a situation where you at war, and now you could be defending yourself against someone's bullshit. Someone try to bring you a vision. Someone wants you to see what they see or view the situation the way they view it. Stand on their ground regarding the situation. But you could be in a position where you're combating that. You're in friction because you have a perspective and someone has another perspective they're trying to force upon you. But it's like you're in a certain type of place because you probably gone through this relationship, this situation, or this whatever it is, and that brought you through the hurt. You've been through the stress. You've been through the turmoil about a situation. That's what brought you here to begin with. And you just not going to let that person or those people come hit you with a couple of nothings and then move you out of that mind, move you out of that understanding, that awareness you built. You feel me? Whether that's you, someone outside of you, someone that's playing this waterfall. And we had the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse. And then the waterfall, yeah, someone in their feelings. First song was war. Yeah, someone in their feelings. If it ain't you who in your fifis, look, cause you put yourself in some shit. You might feel like it's you against your world right now, but it's the world you manifested. That's what you wanted back in the day. And how do you know that? You could be saying, you could say all you want. The universe don't understand the language that man built. You feel me? The only thing universe speaks is energy. Where you at energetically. So the shit you was participating in that put you in a bad mood, the shit that you was participating that put you in a certain type of funk, had you given off a certain fume, life get that shit right back to you. That's what you wanted. Or that's somebody outside of you. Someone outside of you could have been acting a certain type of way towards you. They might not have been. It's like their communication could have been one way, actions on a whole nother type of page. Now, that only showed you ain't fucking with it. Now, but really and truly, they was obsessed with you. They wanted you to fuck with them. They wanted you to participate in that. Now they at war with what they did and what they want, and you could be like that. Or that's you. You might have been saying one thing but doing another, and love, and that shit only brought you someone knows some shit. You know all you need to know. Waterfall, yeah, you got a nice little understanding about a situation, or just about your own emotions regarding a situation, or what can or will manifest, or what has manifest. It's like whatever you're in, you fully aware of how you feel about it, how a certain action makes you feel about that space. You feel me? It's like you're aware of the motions of your ocean, or whatever ocean you're in. Now, and that could be putting someone in conflict with you. Or you could just be aware of your own emotions regarding something. Ever look when you took a step back and started surveying, when you might have did you a little audit. You feel me? You might have cleaned house a little bit. You looked at what contracts you done signed. We talking spiritually. What ideas you done put yourself in a position to find yourself doing. And you did it on a consistent basis, whether those are ideas or characteristic traits that you were attached to emotionally. You had an emotional investment somewhere, and you've been putting in that piggy bank without even realizing, well, is the piggy bank actually holding the money? You never pick it up, you never shake it to hear the jingles. You feel me? You just always dropping some shit in there, always pouring your cup into that, only to realize you was trying to fill in a basket with holes in it. Your piggy bank had a hole in the bottom, so you thought you was saving. You wasn't saving not a goddamn thing. You was really wasting your time. You could have invested that energy in a different space and got a whole look. And you know that now, though. You know that now. If it's someone outside of you, it could be how someone's taking care of their business, whatever their business is, whether their business is with you or with something they going through in their external world. It's like how someone handles something has brought you it's like taught you something about yourself. If you feel me. It's almost like your friend could have been in a certain type of vibe, or it's like they might have been getting themselves together in some way, shape, or form, or they got themselves together and they on one, or they just in whatever space they're in. You feel me? Whatever they're doing it, and it's like it has them in a certain vibe when they present or share a space with you. You being in that field, it affected you and made you take a little survey. They might not have told you directly, oh, you should do that, Capricorn. Oh, you need to do that, Capricorn. Oh, but it's like you being in that presence made you start to think a little different. You feel me? That atmosphere changed you. That light. Yeah, now you could be in a position where you're not as confident as you used to be where you are now with this new core you have, with this new truth. Many men, yeah, because you could have been dealing with a whole lot of folk now. If we talking about a whole lot of people you was investing your energy into, only to find out they ain't really fuck with you the way you thought they was fucking with you. Motherfuckers was really using you. And now that if it's a situation like that and you in a position where now you've been through all the hurt, that hurt brought you awareness about your own darkness and your own emotions regarding a situation or just in general or someone outside of you. It's like you're aware of something external to you, and that has you. If you're in a relationship, your partner might have did something or expressed something to you, or just they might have been doing a habit or hobby they participate in, and them doing that changed how you see them in the relationship. Might not put you in a position where you want to break up with a motherfucker, where you dealing with fail, male or female, but it could be in a situation where it's like when it comes to that, it's not the same for you, and you made the decision you're gonna invest in your own idea when it comes to that type of topic, that type of situation. Or it could be a situation, if you're in a relationship, where your partner served as an example to you. They were invested in something they are passionate about. They always do this when they get off work, or they may come to you and do something around you, but it may not involve you. You being in that presence taught you something. It made you reflect on yourself, and made you might feel disgusted with yourself when you reflect on whatever we're talking about. You feel me? You don't like looking at what you see when you look at what you did when you did that, or when you expressed yourself there, or when you were involving yourself in that. You feel me? You don't like what you see when you look in the mirror. Don't gotta be an actual mirror. Could just be life. And yeah, if somebody don't like what they see, if it's someone outside of you toe up because you You not only do you know about them or do you know about you know about you because of what you've been through regarding them, him, her, there, you doing that, you being there. And it's almost like there's nothing left for you to learn because you already got the vision. You already got you got you. So now that you got you, it's like someone don't know what to do because you're choosing you. You know what that means? If it ain't a situation where you expressing or shining a certain light and you thought you carrying yourself a certain type of way or you putting your energy on a certain type of road, whether it would manifest you some sort of awareness or attention from someone external to you, or you wanted people in your reality to react or to feed or pay attention to what you had going on. You doing that only made you become aware of what the fuck you were doing was something you shouldn't have been doing. And it might have started fucking with the shit around. It might have started fucking with your world around you now that you know where you should be regarding your mind or what you want to invest in or what you want to do. Now you looking at what you did and you could still be in that world though. Monster. Yeah, you might have been a little monster if it's that type of vibe. Or someone outside of you was a monster. You know where you at with it. You know where you at with it. Know where you at with it. You know where you at. Yeah, someone made a bad decision. Whether it was you or it was someone outside of you. But now that shit's done, it's like a bad decision that puts you on the right path. Regarding what you invest in, what you get down with, who you get down with, the type of shit you marry, spiritually or externally, the type of shit you engage yourself to, the type of shit you dedicate yourself to, the type of energies, routines, patterns, habits, hobbies, because some shit might have been fucking with your health and you don't know why you was always in a certain type of energy or a certain type of feeling. You go to the doctor say you cool, but you know you not cool, and that's because of some shit you did that. Yeah, that'll do it. If it ain't a situation that someone outside of you is going through it, I'm gonna be honest with you, because they thought this would get you back. They thought if they did this, if they brought this to you, Capricorn will fuck with me again. And it only made you might have, after that, whatever that last thing was, that shit done made you block them. You ain't fucking with folks no more. You ain't investing in that. You ain't giving that the time of day no more. That only solidified the end of the chapter for you. You know what that means. And someone told about that. Toe up about it. Yeah, can't do shit about it though. Toe up about it, can't do not a goddamn. But they can't do shit but become aware. Can't do shit but look at it. And they looking at it too, looking at it from this angle, from that perspective. Because it's like someone trying to find a way back, but they can't find a way back because you already in a new mind. You already investing in this new sense of balance or stability that you've come to become or share a space with ever since you've invested in that. What the fuck was that? But and now because of that, if someone ain't gonna give it something, might not be in a position to give up on you. Someone's still dedicated. But it's at this point they done tried everything. They done tried it all to get you back. They done tried it all to get you to pay attention to what the fuck they had going on again. Or if it's a situation like you, Capricorn, you could be in that space. You probably, it's like you holding on to the understanding you got. You may not know how to present it in front of your world. What you now know. It's like you don't know how to show it, but you know it. Type shit. You feel me? And put your foot though.